Alright guys, so here we are. We're about to start this awesome webinar. So let me just give you a quick rundown of what's going to happen. So first, I'm going to show you exactly how to get organized. Then I'm going to bring my friend David, and he is a personal trainer. He's going to tell you a little bit about who he is and what he has done. And he's going to get right to it and show you how to work out when you're at home. And then I'm going to bring in our beauty consultant, and she is going to show you how to do a 15-minute quick cleansing self-care routine so that you're always ready for your day. So I'm so excited to show you this presentation, this webinar. I think you're going to love it, and you're going to learn a lot from it. So let's get started. How to not lose yourself while fighting for the health of your baby without losing your relationship with your partner. Presented by Alejandra Negrete. Before we get you started, let me tell you a little bit about who I am. I'm a certified health coach with a medical interpretation background and a trained chef. I went to culinary school for 6 years. I did medical interpretation for about 5. I still actually do that on the side. And I got certified as a health coach last year, and I've been coaching for over a year now. So the reason I have done this webinar for you is because I've been exactly where you are today. As I told you before, my name is Alejandra. I found myself in your shoes not too long ago, and today I want to show you the most important steps you need to take today to help you get through this. Before I do, I want to tell you about the baby in the picture. Her name is Sophia, and she's my second daughter. Shortly, I'm going to show you a video that tells a little more about our story. But I just want you to keep in mind that all my formal training didn't teach me half of the things that I learned just by going through the experience with her. Now, they say that pictures show more than words. So this is just a small fraction of all the things that she went through. And I'm showing you this because I want you to understand how seriously I take your situation. It's not a joke, and it's not an easy place to be in. So everything I'm going to teach you today, I have learned through my own process, but I also know that it's going to be beneficial for you as well. Okay, so now that you have a little bit of a better idea of what Sophie went through and we went through with her, now that you know us and you hopefully feel a little bit more comfortable with us, I want to teach you three things that I think are going to be really useful to you. So if you're ready, just grab a pen and a paper and get comfortable so we can get started. The first topic we're going to be talking about today is organize your day. I know it's easier said than done, but I'm going to show you a really fun trick that is going to make this really, really easy for you. Okay, so being organized when you are in the situation that you're in is crucial and also really hard to do. And it could be stressful and overwhelming having so many things that need to be done and not finding the time or the space to do them. So I'm going to show you a quick trick of how to do that, but I want you to keep a couple of things in mind. So what we're going to do is not for you just to write it down and forget about it. I need you to use this every day. And it's really important that you prioritize your day, your weeks, and your months, and this is going to be your process a lot easier. I'm going to show it to you how to do it in a way that makes sense. I'm sure no one has shown you this trick before, but it's really, really helpful. I will need you to grab your current calendar or wherever you have written down your current doctor's appointments or commitments that you have going on right now. We're going to use a lesson that was going on around Facebook for this step. It will all make sense to you at the end of this, I promise. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you the clip.
Good afternoon, everyone. We all have this one life to live. A fleeting shadow amongst all that exists in this vast universe. We have the ability to accomplish anything, truly anything, if we use our time wisely. Is this jar full?
Yes.
And is it full now?
Yes.
And how about now? Is the jar full now?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Now, I want you to recognize that this jar represents your life. Golf balls are the important things, your family, your friends, your health, and your passions. The pebbles are the other important things, your car, your job, your home. The sand is everything else, it's just the small stuff. Now, if you put the sand in the jar first, you won't have room for the pebbles or the golf balls. The same is true in life. If you spend all your energy and your time on the small stuff, you won't have time for all the really important things that matter to you. Pay attention to the things that are critical to your happiness. Take care of the golf balls first, the really important things. Set your priorities, because everything else is just sand. Yes?
Professor, what does the beer represent?
I'm glad you asked. It goes to show that no matter how full your life may seem to be, there's always room for a couple of beers with a friend.
Interesting. Remember that paper I asked you to get? Okay, so I will need you to write down the following things on your paper, starting on the left side of your top corner of your paper. So what or who are my golf balls? And leave enough space for the second question. What or who are my pebbles? What or who are my sand? What or who are my beers? Okay, so you take a few minutes to think about that. Just write down what comes to mind in that order, following the description that we just saw in that video. Okay, you're doing great. So now is where things start to make a little sense. On a separate piece of paper on the top left side of your page, I want you to write down the following things. Just like it shows in the screen, you're going to start with what do they need from me? And then on the opposite side of that paper, you're going to write down today, this week, this month, to give you enough space to write, those things down. And then you're going to make a list of myself. So golf balls, so where your golf balls were, who were your pebbles, who were your sand, and who was your beer. I want you to write those names down, and it could be more than one in every category, and that's okay. So just make sure you give yourself enough space going down and enough space in front of it so that you can write down what they need for you today, this week, and this month. It's okay if you need more than one paper. Don't rush through this because it's important that you write it all down. Okay, don't forget to add times and dates that you already know, if you already know what those are, because that's going to make the next step a lot easier. Okay, remember how I asked you to grab your calendar? Now, this step is important to keep in mind that nothing is set in stone, but there is a time and a place for everything when you use your time wisely. So start adding the ones that you already have dates and times for, and give everything that needs your attention a time and a day. For example, Mondays from 8 to 8:30 p.m. I pay bills that are due. Monday to Friday from 6:30 in the morning I cook breakfast. Sunday from 1 to 4 is a prep day for the week, and so on. This might look different for everybody, but just make sure that you give yourself time for everything. Time to work out, time to give medications, to change bandages if that's something you have to do, to study, to read, to eat, to bathe. Everything that has to happen in your day needs to have a time and a place in your calendar. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example of that at the end product of how your calendar should look like. Now, what I recommend is that you start with a new calendar so that it all makes sense. So if you use Google Calendar, so you have like a electronic device that you use at your calendar, then you start a new calendar, and you could even label it Rockstar Mom Calendar just to give you a fresh start, and it will look a lot more organized. Okay, so as you could see in this slide, we started the calendar. This is an example of Friday. I think it starts at 7 o'clock in the morning, and it says it goes all the way down to almost 10 o'clock at night on the opposite page. And as you can see, there is times for everything that I need to do through my day. Now, this is obviously going to change as your life changes, and that's okay. I recommend that you review your calendar and do this exercise at least once a month, just so that you can change and move the things that are no longer serving you. So like if medication times have changed, you could arrange that. If they start school now and things are different, and so on, just change it as you need to, but make sure that you make time for everything. As you can see here, I have put times where I make breakfast, when I give them bottles, when I give them medications, when I do the laundry, when I study, when I work out, when she's taking a nap, which allows me time to get other things done. Okay, the most important part in this calendar, besides that you take time to take care of yourself and that you take care of everybody, is that you made time for your partner. And as you can see at the bottom, between 9:30 and 10:30 at night, that's the time that I spend time with my husband. Okay, and this time is crucial because we don't always get that, but it's there. And what that allows us to do is reconnect, build on our relationship, have a moment to just remember why we're together, and that way when things get crazy and they get out of hand, which they're bound to, you already have that time and that connection to fall back onto. And you might not be able to do this every night, but if you make it a habit to try to give each other this time together and actually make it a priority, more times it will happen than none. So you just have to give it a time and a place in your day. For you, it might be a different time. It might be in the morning, or it might be a lunch. Whenever it can happen for both of you, just make sure that you make that a priority. All right, in our situation, every day might not be a good day, but there is something good in every day. So just try to remember that. No matter what goes on in your day, at the end of your day, try to find the good in your day. And again, there are going to be days where you won't be able to find that, and that's okay. That's totally okay. But if you try to find the good in every day, even if it's the small little things, you will build more resilience and more strength to keep going through the next day and the next day and the next day. But if you only concentrate on negativity and you stay on all the bad things that did happen through the day, your strength would dwindle down and your ability to withstand the circumstances would diminish. And we want to create the opposite. We want to get you through this in the best mindset possible. Okay? Okay, so working out is the most important thing that you can do for your baby. David Carter, a personal trainer, is going to show you exactly how to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and play a video that he pre-recorded for you ladies, tell you exactly what to do.
Hello ladies, my name is David Carter, owner of BFit Personal Training. I've been doing personal training for 28 years. I started lifting when I was in junior high school and 12 years old. Why? Because I wanted to get my body in shape. Once I got in high school, I started lifting even further. I did my first bodybuilding show and I won first place. My high school football coach gave me the opportunity to be introduced to Linda Murray, who won Miss Olympia 8 times, and Ron Love. These were two of my mentors who taught me further of how to keep my body in shape. Today I'm going to show you some exercises that are going to be a benefit to you for you being able to help your child when you have to pick your child up as your child gets older and get bigger, and if they're still sickly or still going through some different health issues, where you can be able to lift them up without having any problems. So I want to show you some things that you can do for your biceps and your triceps. Today I'm going to be using a rubber band. You can pick these up at any of your sporting goods stores or things like that. And this is really simple. You take one foot and you place it on the band. And as you hold your arms extended out, you're going to do a bicep curl. So you're going to come up and you can pull. So you're actually pulling from your forearm. From the elbow up to the shoulder, it stays still. So as you're curling with your biceps. Now, there's two things I want you to do in the process. I want you to squeeze your stomach. That's actually going to help you get stronger in your core. Also, because that's one of the main things you want to be strong in when you're picking up your child or lifting up groceries or you're squatting down to pick something up. You want to be strong in your core and your lower back. So as you curl, you're squeezing your bicep and flexing at the top. Come all the way down, let your arms extend, squeezing. The other thing I was going to tell you was not to tension your neck, because a lot of people do when they're doing these type of movements. Relax your shoulders, curl, and pull from the bicep only. You want to do about 3, maybe 4 sets at the most, and you can do between 10 to 15 reps. Okay, ladies, now we're going to do an exercise called squats, as if you didn't know that one. So we're going to use a rubber band for that one. We're going to take our feet, place it on the rubber bands, put our arms just right at our shoulders. So as you're squatting, you're going to come down up. The rubber band gives you some resistance. So as you're squatting, the key is you want to make sure your knees stay behind your toes. You don't want to extend the knees past the toe. So as you squat, you put your butt back just a little bit, and you squat and keep your knees behind the toe. The rubber band is going to give you the resistance that you need to strengthen your quads, strengthen your hamstrings, strengthen your glutes. These are exercises that are going to assist you when you're squatting down, picking up your child, when you're squatting down to pick up something off the floor that your child dropped or something of that nature. But these exercises really do work your glutes, work your quads, work your hamstrings. These are squats. You want to do 3 or 4 sets again, 10 to 12 reps of the squats. And that'll be enough until you get stronger. Once you get stronger, you can increase that number, 3 to 4 sets, 15 to 20 reps. This is going to give you stronger muscles, stronger glutes. Glutes is a bigger muscle that we all need to work out and really keep in shape. So the next exercise I want to show you is called tricep kickbacks. This is for the back of your arm, and this strengthens the back part, the tricep area. So that way, as you're pulling something out of the shelf or lifting something above your head, the tricep engages, and this will give you more strength, more endurance in the muscle to be able to do those type of movements as well. So this is a simple movement. We're taking 3 or 5 pound dumbbells, and you're going to bend over slightly. Your elbows are sort of parallel to the floor, and you're going to kick your arm back, just like that. So I have one of my clients, they tell me it looks like a TikTok clock. So whatever works for you, that's fine. But you're going to take your arm, extend it all the way back. What you don't want to do is, you don't need to flip the weight because that's going to put more pressure in your elbow area. You want to take the weight, hold it just like this, make your wrist stay still, and move it back and forth. As you're doing this movement, you want to squeeze your tricep, and what else, ladies? Squeeze your core. You always squeeze your stomach on every exercise that you're doing. These exercises are going to help strengthen bicep, tricep, the other one I showed you, which is the bicep curl. So these are good exercises for you to do to strengthen your body and help keep you strong to be able to take care of your child.
Okay, now that you saw how easy it is to do the exercises, we're going to do a little recap. So 3 simple exercises proven to help you keep you strong. So do these exercises 2 to 3 times a week. Do 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. There you're going to do bicep curls with the band, squats with the band, tricep kickbacks with 5 pound dumbbells. Remember to keep yourself hydrated during and after exercising, and a little bit every day adds up to a strong mom. Working out is an important tool to lower your stress and raise self-love. It's also an important thing to do because it reconnects to yourself. It makes you feel good about what you have done. So like if you start your day with working out, you already started on a good note because you did something to feel proud of. And then whatever the rest of the day comes and brings you, at least you have that one good thing that happened in the morning. So hopefully you have more than one thing that happens that is a good thing. But if you start with that, at least you have one good thing that happened. Okay? Plus it will keep you strong and it would allow you to lower your stress levels. All right. Okay, this is David's personal information. His company is called BFit Personal Training, and you could find him at this address, 6385 McGinnis Ferry Road, Jones Creek, Georgia. His phone number is 678-469-7755. You could also follow him in Instagram at BFitPT21. He'll be happy to hear from you ladies. If you have any questions or you want to personally meet him or work out with him, this is his information. Okay, let's have some fun for a little while. The next step is 10 minutes a day is all it takes to get you ready for whatever the day brings. Beauty expert Lefydra Ellison is going to show you exactly what to do. And so I'm going to play a video that she pre-recorded for us, and it's going to walk you through the self-cleansing routine. It's really simple. It only takes you 10 minutes and then you're out the door.
Hi, my name is Lefydra Ellison, and I'm an independent beauty consultant with Mary Kay Cosmetics, and I've been doing that for 3 years now. When I was introduced to Mary Kay 3 years ago, I was just coming out of a very abusive and negative relationship. I didn't have any self-esteem and any confidence either. I had lost all of my friends, and I didn't have a very big support system. But through Mary Kay, I was taught how to take care of my skin and take care of myself. I was able to find myself again. I also learned that taking care of me was important and that I really needed to focus on me before I could be what I needed to be for everyone else and my children. So taking care of your skin helps you look good, and when you look good, you feel good. And it's just as important as taking care of your body, mind, mind, and soul. Today, I'm going to be taking you through a simple skincare system, as well as what we call a dash out the door look, an easy look that anyone can do in as little as 10 minutes. Okay, so the first step is cleansing. It's important to cleanse your skin before you apply any makeup or anything else to your skin so that you kind of have a clean canvas to work with. And today I'm using our Mary Kay Botanical set. So I'm going to wet my face really quickly so that the cleanser will spread. And I'm going to take our cleanser, just a little, goes a long way. And I'm going to rub this in circles up and out, everywhere except for my eye socket area. It's important that you never put anything in your eye socket that's not specifically made for your eyes. So just a little everywhere except for your eye socket. All right, and then we're going to rinse it off. You can take a washcloth, you can do this in the shower, however you want to do it. And we just wipe off. Make sure we get everything. And we are ready for the next step. Okay, our next step is a moisturizer. No matter what kind of skin you have, whether it's oily, normal, dry, or a combination, you always want to moisturize after cleansing. So I'm going to take a little dab of moisturizer. Again, a little goes a long way. And I'm going to just put this in dots around my face so that it can spread everywhere. Everywhere except for that eye socket area again. And some people who have oily skin don't think they need to moisturize. Well, a lot of times the skin is oily because of a lack of moisture, and your skin is trying to make up for the lack of moisture, which causes the excess oils. All right, moisturizers everywhere. And then the next step is getting into our dash out the door look. And we're gonna start with a foundation. It is our CC cream, and it's a very light coverage, but it also has SPF 15 in it so that it's also gonna protect from the sun. You always wanna make sure you're taking steps to protect your skin from the sun, as it is the #1 cause of aging. So I'm just gonna put a little on my fingers and then spread it around. And it's gonna blend, and it's gonna give me a light, simple coverage. All right. And it's a light coverage, like I said, and it's just gonna give you an even skin tone and help protect against the sun. And that's foundation. It's another protection step in your skincare. Okay, our next step in our dash out the door look is eyeshadow. Today I'm using our cream eyeshadow in the color of Iced Cocoa. And I'm using a brush, but if you don't have a brush, it's okay. You can use one of those sponge tip applicators, and you can even use your fingers. And we're just gonna do one color along the eyelid and go from there. I know a lot of people think you gotta do all these different colors and blending and shading, and you really don't. We're just gonna keep it simple. One color. You wanna start inside the eyelid and work your way out. And I'm gonna do that for both eyes. And don't worry about messing it up, especially if you're trying to use more than one color, because as long as you blend, you pretty much can't go wrong. Okay, so eyeshadow's on. The last step, quick and easy in our dash out the door, is lip gloss. So I'm gonna use the Fancy Nancy today, but you can use whatever color you prefer. We've got many colors, or you can use lipstick, but just make sure you put on some lip color. So just a little to give you that pop. Rub your lips together, make sure you got it even. And you're done. Simple dash out the door. We've cleansed, we've got our face ready to face the sun and protect us from it. And then we also look good, so we feel good.
Okay, wasn't that easy and wonderful? I mean, it literally took her no time to get that done. So let's do a recap of the steps that she did. It's steps to dash out the door look. So the first step was cleanse. Be sure to use a cleanser that is specific to your skin type, oil, dry, normal, or a combination. Use your hands to make a small circles in and out motion of your face. Moisturize. Use a moisturizer specific to your skin type, and be sure to moisturize even if your skin is oily. Foundation. Use a foundation that matches your skin tone and blends well. Eyeshadow. Apply eyeshadow of your choice and your eyelids. Don't worry about the color matching your outfit. Lip color. Apply a lip gloss or lipstick that you love, and take on the day with confidence, knowing that you look great. Now, I love this step because when you are in the midst of the things that you're going through right now, your priority is not taking a shower and it is not putting makeup on, and I get it. I completely understand. However, this 10-minute routine is going to make the difference between you losing yourself in this process and actually having a hold of who you are in the midst of it. Putting and taking care of yourself does so many important things, but one of the things that I love the most is that it raises your self-esteem. So when you're running around the house and you get a glance of yourself in the mirror and you look like a resemblance of who you used to be before all of this happened, it's a lot easier for you to find your way back to the woman you used to be. And you're never going to be the same, but you're always going to be stronger and better. But it's a lot harder to find yourself if you let go of yourself completely. So this little tiny thing, 10 minutes a day, will connect you to yourself, and in such a powerful way. And the other thing that it does is that, so your husband remembers you in a certain way. He's used to seeing you in a certain way, and now all of that has changed, right? And you're not putting makeup for anybody else but for yourself. And if this is something that you don't usually do, I wouldn't start putting makeup right now, but do something that is a self-care thing for you that allows you to connect to the person that you are, so that you could hold on to your identity and you could hold on to the woman that you are, even in the midst of all of this. And it doesn't make you any less of a good mother if you do. If anything, it makes you even a stronger, better mom for your baby. Because when he looks at you, he's going to see a confident mom, a strong mom that is right there for him or her. And it's going to, have everything that you both need to get through this. So it does several things. I'm just gonna recap real quick. So it helps with your self-esteem. It allows you to reconnect with who you are, and it allows your husband to not forget who he married. Okay, so I'm so excited for this step. Now I'm gonna give you our beauty expert's information so that you could also reach out to her if you need to. Okay, so this is Miss Ellison's information. She's a Mary Kay consultant. She is amazing. She's a lovely woman. Feel free to reach out to her to 404-421-4793. This is her email address and her website as well. If you have any questions, if you need to buy any of the products that she has featured in there, or use your own, I want you to reconnect to who you are and take on the world knowing that you are confident and ready. So I'm going to share with you one of my favorite quotes. She has been through hell. So believe me when I say, feel her when she looks into a fire and smiles. E. Corona. He says so much in so little. It's amazing. Okay, so now I want to talk to you about my coaching program that I created just for moms like you. It's called Rockstar Mom Program, and I am so excited to share this with you. I know it's going to be so helpful. It's going to give you so much more insight of how to navigate the situation and come out the best way possible. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what you get when you work with me. With the Rockstar Mom Program, you get one-on-one coaching calls with me, a tailored program designed just for you. And what that means is that this program would look different from mom to mom because it's specific to what you're going through. Access to a private Rockstar Facebook group, emergency emails and text access. That means you could email me or text me whenever you need me, and within 24 hours or less, usually within 10 minutes actually, I'll reach out to you and make sure that I'm there to support you, whatever you're going through. A program with a system that understands where you are as a support and accountability when you need it the most, and gives you a roadmap to help you cope with this impossible situation. As you know, this program is very dear to my heart, and I want to make sure that each one of you has the tools that you guys are going to need to overcome this situation. Okay, so I'm going to tell a little bit more about it, and then I'm going to let you go back to your babies. Okay, so now that we went through all the webinar, the only thing I'm going to ask for you is to please schedule a session with me today. Like I said before, this is a tailor-made program for each mom, so I can't just give you an offer and tell you it's going to be this or that, because it's specific to your situation. However, with that said, I want to tell you a little bit of what happens when you do get in a call with me. The first call is free, and then what I'm going to find out in that call is what your story is, what are your priorities, what are the things that you need the most help with, and then I can tell you, okay, I have this or that or this tool that can help you, and then I could tell you more about it. Just, take the first step and schedule the free session first, and then we go from there. I do want to warn you, I can only take so many moms per season, so I would suggest you schedule this call as soon as possible when we get you started in the program, because once I get full, you'll have to wait at least 90 days or so to get on a coaching program with me, and I don't want you to have to wait longer than you have to. Okay, so we just finished this awesome presentation. I know you guys have tons of questions. I know that you're probably really excited about it, because I know I was very excited when I went through it. So I want to make sure that you guys can reach out to me. I want to invite you to a one-on-one coaching session. It's going to be free because you watched this webinar. That's my gift to you. I basically just want to know a little bit more about you before we go into that step. So I'm going to put the link below to my website. You're going to learn a little bit more in depth of my story, what I went through with Sophia. And it's going to ask you to fill up an application. This application is very simple. It's only, I think, 6 questions. And these questions are just going to let me know who you are, what you've been through, and so that when I talk to you, I actually have an idea of what I can do to help you. Now, I don't want you to be intimidated. I know that coaching services can be very costly. However, I created this program with you in mind. I understand your situation. I understand when you have a sick baby at home, things are not always as fluent, and your priorities are always, taking care of your kids. So I want to make sure that this product was very affordable, and that was reachable to all mothers, no matter what their financial situation is, because my intention with this program is to help you. So please don't let that stop you from talking to me. Even if we don't end up working out together, I know that just with what that conversation you'll have with me, I know I can give you a lot of value and ideas of how you could carry on. So just, fill up the application. Let me know who you are. Let me know your story. I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to have a one-on-one with you. I know it's going to just make a big difference. Thank you so much for sitting through the whole presentation. I'm also going to put a comment link below. Just let me know what you think, or email me. You could reach me out in social media as well. I do have a Rockstar Mom coaching program page in Facebook, so I put all of that below, so you guys could message me, talk to me, let me know what you think, if this helped you or not, and you can share it with other moms that probably are going through the same thing or also need a little bit of help. Thank you so much, ladies, and I hope you have a wonderful day.